Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you have had an absolutely wonderful week and have some fun things planned for the weekend. I am going to the MLB baseball game tonight, to the Tampa Bay Rays game. So super excited about that, but kind of sad because it's actually the last one we are going to get to go to this season. But we're getting one more in. So I hope you have something planned for your weekend as well. And today what I'm going to share with you are my high dollar sales. I try and do these every other week to show you the stuff that I'm selling that's over $50. And we actually have quite a few that have sold over the last 2 weeks. The majority of them have sold pretty fast. So definitely items that you want to know to be able to keep an eye out for, or if you happen to have them in your death pile, you can get them listed. And I'm very excited to share them with you right now. All right, I have just got this one Etsy sale for you. This is a vintage Carolyn Pollock QT sterling silver lapis lazuli turquoise mother of pearl jade heart pendant. So I tell you guys all the time to watch out for J. King, but definitely watch out for Carolyn Pollock as well, and I will show you that signature. So here is the back of this one. And the QT is one of Carolyn Pollock's signatures. You also will find a CP. You will find it completely signed out as Carolyn Pollock, as well as Resellers was also Carolyn Pollock. So there are a few different Carolyn Pollock signatures to keep an eye out for. All right, I have got two on Mercari to show you, which is kind of exciting. This is a vintage Les Bernard red graduated coral bead necklace. Only paid $10 for this, sold it for $70 on Posh. So about a $55 profit. And this one sold fairly fast. So definitely watch out for the name Les Bernard. He is a good jewelry maker to know. And I'll show you the tag right here. It is very, very clearly marked and easy to identify. And this one was a great profit and a fast sale. The other one on Mercari, I had to laugh at because I did not catch that the cross-posting service had a glitch and didn't put my title. So this bracelet sold for $115 with the title of Bracelet. How crazy is that? You know, sometimes you never know. I tell you guys titles and keywords and look at what happened. All right, so here we will take a look. This is a really cool Siam sterling, and you can see that it is clearly marked there with the S in Siam sterling. Beautiful piece of etched jewelry, and this one took a few months to sell, and I'm okay with that with my jewelry for sure. Here you can see it's actually 50 grams, so I paid about $15 for this one, so it's going to be about an $80 profit. Next up is a men's Bariloche wool and Angora navy sweater, size 52, made in Argentina. It was an XXL. This one sold for $51. I got this in an online estate lot. I paid about $5. The payout was $38, so it's about a $33 profit. And here you can see that Bariloche Breckenridge. I don't know why that no better price found thing keeps doing that. It's done it the past few weeks for me. Super annoying, but you still get the gist. And this one was a great sale, and it actually sold in under a month. Last on Posh, hop on over to the eBay sales, which there are a lot of. This is crazy, and I am glad I Google Lens this because I really didn't realize the value. So this is a Lucky Brand rock and roll charm necklace, Bob Dylan dangle multi-strand. Got this in an online auction for $5. It sold for a full price of $75. Payout was $60, so this is over a $50 profit. You might be surprised at some of the brands that will sell high. This is Lucky Brand. There you can see it is very, very clearly marked. And it's not all Lucky Brand jewelry, though. It's just certain pieces that are sought after. So definitely when you're comping things, try to find the exact one because it really might surprise you at what some of this stuff will sell for, especially costume jewelry. You can see the Lucky on the guitar pick there. And this one was just an excellent, excellent sale. It was very fast and under a month and a really, really great profit. Next up is a sterling silver lapis lazuli malachite round unique circle charm. So watch for the lapis as well as the malachite. You saw another piece earlier. This one sold for $69.99 and it is not branded. Not branded. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece. And here you can see this one was $9.50 silver, and this one sold in under a month. I only paid $5, so it is over a $55 profit. Next up, this is a pretty plain Malure Italy, just a twisted necklace. I actually only paid $6 for this, and this one sold in 2 months for $59.99. So this one is about a $40 profit. I love finding Malure Italy in my online estate silver lots because it's named. That helps you get searched more. It was a very pretty necklace, but again, nothing overly fancy, and it still sold pretty fast. Next up is one that took a year to sell, took a 50% off offer. I probably priced too high, but it was so pretty. Still, actually, it sold for $75. This is a vintage dangle Aurora Borealis and faux pearl brooch, and took a year, took half off, but beautiful, beautiful piece of jewelry. And again, like I've said continually throughout my videos, a lot of this stuff, I am just coming up with prices, and some of them I might have priced too high, which is causing them to take so long to sell. And then when I send out a 50% offer, they go. Next up is one that took a year to sell. I accepted half off, $65, but I only paid $5. This was like super unique. This is a Brutalist Copa collection belt. Definitely runway, definitely statement. Like, no question about that with this one. You can see the belt that was attached. We did get positive feedback on this one. You can see it has handmade in Brazil, genuine leather. And look at how big this buckle is, 6 inches. That is absolutely crazy. And it actually is signed down there. I don't know if I missed that. I might have missed out on some money here. So yeah, but I'm happy with it. I made over $50 profit. Next up is a piece I really love, and I got this in a house clean out. It was free, and it sold in 2 months for full price, $69.99. And that's going to make it about a $56 profit fast. So I put vintage 70s needlepoint houseplant flower greenhouse stained wall art crewel. I was able to find this exact one, and a lot of times because these were patterns, you can. So you're actually able to comp them and get a price that the actual one has been selling for. Next up is one that took about 8 months to sell. This is a vintage Hull large Little Red Riding Hood picture, and I sent out a 30% offer of $70. They accepted. I was only about $10 into this one, making this one a $48 profit, but it took almost a year. So just remember that. And this is something that is larger and will take up space. So this is something I would prefer to not get as a long tail item. Next up, this one took 6 months to sell, but it was an incredible sale. So this one I bought at a church thrift store for only $2, and I accepted a best offer of $75. How incredible is that? Almost a $60 profit on this dress. If you do not know, watch for Free People. This one is Fluke with Free People, size large, really, really cute dress, and 6 months to sell with that profit, I am perfectly fine with. Next up is another fast one that sold really quick, 2 weeks for full price at $79.99. And garnet has been hot for me. It has been doing so well. This is a garnet tennis bracelet, and this one I paid about $10 for. It sold for $80, making it about a $56 profit. Next up was another fast sale. This is a vintage estate freshwater pearl strand that I only paid $8 for. It sold for $65, so it's about a $45 to $50 profit. Very fast, just a couple of weeks. I love picking up pearls. They have done very well for me historically, especially if you have ones that have sterling and gold clasps. Up next is a wig, and some of you might be surprised at this, but I picked up a bunch of wigs. This one I accepted a best offer of $79 on, and I picked it up for $20 at the thrift store. So it's a $48 profit, but it took over a year. If you come across wigs cheap, look them up. This is a John Renow Ocelite, and it had all the information on the box. I don't know that I would pick up a wig that I wasn't able to identify it. Now here it just says hair goods made in Indonesia, but the box had all of the information on it. Without that, I probably would not have picked it up. Next up was a very, very fast sale, under a month. A lot of 2 antique lithographs, Sacred Heart Jesus and Mary, $80 sale. I only paid $5. These are a $60 profit, very fast. Watch the religious stuff, guys. Even if it doesn't look overly impressive, these are less than 4 inches, and they were a really, really big profit. Next up is one that took a while to sell. This is a Ben Amun bracelet. I got it cheap though. It ended up selling for $85, but it did take over a year. So Ben Amun is a good maker to watch for. Just know that some of them are going to take a while to sell, but I'm very, very happy with this profit, and with jewelry, I'm okay waiting. Next up was a very, very fast sale, under a week for this, full price. These are 3 plates. They sold for $80. And these I got from one of my viewers. I have no cost in. So these are a $64 profit, very fast. If you do not know Brad Keeler, here is that stamp, made in the USA. Definitely keep an eye out for him. I pay attention to lobster stuff. In my experience, lobster and crab plates and serving items have done very well. I am so, so happy with this sale. This is a vintage Zuni buffalo fetish, spiny oyster, gorgeous stone. I actually showed this on my live podcast last Tuesday when I was showing small things that sell for good money. So I sold this in under 2 months. I accepted a best offer of $90, and I am about 10 in. So it is still a $64 profit, very fast. Watch for these, guys. They sell for very, very good money. Here you can see it is signed Zuni there. And it was also initialed by Kenrick Laiwete. And I was able to identify that signature by looking at other pieces by him and then matching it up to the one on mine, and a very fast sale and good profit. Cabochons, and they're just the stones. I got these from an online estate auction. I sent out an offer of $89.99, and these sold in 3 months. So not too bad on them. And I think I only paid like $20 or something. They were super cheap, and really happy with the sale. So they are actually about a $65 profit. So if you see loose stones, especially ones like these that are inlaid, these are absolutely beautiful. I definitely would consider picking them up if they're priced good. Next up is a really cool piece. Took over a year, but so, so cool. This is a vintage 11-inch trio brass elephant figurines with the onyx sphere. And it took a half off offer, just under 100 to get this one sold, but I only paid 10. So it's actually going to be a $72 profit for me. I actually had this on my display shelf because I thought it was such a friggin' neat piece. How amazing is this? Super cool piece, super cool onyx stone. And what sucks about this is the buyer actually messaged me, but it was after we had shipped it, and asked if we would like to keep the stone and give them a little bit off and sell the stone separately, but I didn't see it until we had already shipped it. This one was also given to me by a viewer. So she went back to her office job and gave me all of her inventory for helping her over the years. She did not want me to buy it. She simply gave it to me, which was absolutely amazing of her. And this one sold in under a week for $135. So this one is $100 profit. If you see new Barbie outfits, pick them up. Now, I will tell you, you do need to research. Don't pay up without researching. But This one sold in under a week. And I do have a video on Barbie stuff that is high dollar that I will pop up top for you now. So you want to make sure to show the condition of the container. You can see there are some creases here, and that really matters with the collectors, the condition of the box. And this one is a really, really neat piece. But with Halloween coming up, I'm wondering if somebody didn't get this to actually put on one of their dolls. Next up is an absolutely insane sale. I did not have this long. This one sold in under a month for $180, and I only paid $5. This one is close to $150 profit. So this is a vintage all sterling rosary, and it was new with the tag was the cool thing. So look, there's a sterling silver. You can see the sterling green there, and this was just an amazing sale. And here's the Creed Rosary, Attleboro, Mass. And very, very happy with this sale, especially how quick it sold. All right, this one I wanted to share with you, but I'll tell you, I actually broke even or maybe even lost 10 or 15 bucks on this. So I paid 100. I ended up having to accept an offer of 140 because I just wanted this daggum thing gone. It was big. It took up space. It really wasn't worth as much as I thought. And I just let it go like frozen. And yeah, I wanted to show you guys though, because some Harley seats are valuable and worth picking up, but I want to caution you to make sure you are looking up the exact model. I was looking up one similar to mine, and mine ended up not being as valuable. All right, our top selling one for this week sold for full price. This is a vintage Navajo turquoise stone silver floral bolo tie. I did put the cord has wear, sold for $299. I paid about $100 on this one, but it is over $150 profit. Sold very, very fast. You can see here that older leather cord had some fraying. We definitely wanted to point that out and not have the buyer be disappointed. But this one sold very, very fast because it's really easy for them to replace that cord. All right, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed all of my higher dollar sales. I love sharing them with you. There were some good things. There were some things I sucked at. You know, that is part of reselling. I don't want to show you just sunshine and rainbows. That is not what happens. You know, there are ups, there are downs. Sales can be a roller coaster, but there's nothing else that I want to be doing and sharing with you. So I really do appreciate you watching. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you on the next one.